The Fédération Internationale de Volleyball, commonly known by the acronym FIVB, is the international governing body for the sports of indoor, beach and grass volleyball. Its headquarters are located in Lausanne, Switzerland, and its current president is Ary Graça. History: the FIVB was founded in France in April 1947. In the late 1940s, some of the European national federations began to address the issue of creating an international governing body for the sport of volleyball. Initial discussions eventually led to the installation of a Constitutive Congress in 1947. 14 national federations representing 5 different continents attended the meetings where, between April 18 and 20, the entity was officially formed, having Frenchman Paul Libaud as first president. One of the main goals of the 1947 Congress was achieved 2 years later with the establishment of the first international major volleyball event, the World Championship. In 1952, a women's version of the tournament was also introduced. In 1964, the IOC endorsed the addition of volleyball to the Olympic program. By this time, the number of national federations affiliated to the FIVB had grown to 89. Later in that year, a new international event, the World Cup, was introduced. It would be turned into a qualifying event for the Olympic Games in 1991. Following Libaud's retirement and the election of Mexican Rubén Acosta Hernández for the position of president in 1984, the FIVB moved its headquarters from Paris, France to Lausanne, Switzerland, and intensified to an unprecedented level its policy of promoting volleyball on a worldwide basis. Measures taken in this direction include the establishment of annual competitions for men's and women's volleyball, the indication of beach volleyball as an Olympic event, and a number of changes in the rules of the game with the purpose of enhancing public visibility. On the 19th of June 2008, Wei Jiazhong of China was elected as the third president in the history of the FIVB during the 31st FIVB World Congress in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. The handover of the presidency took place on the 24th of August 2008 in Beijing. As of 2010, the FIVB counted 220 affiliated national federations. Activities: the FIVB's main activity is worldwide planning and organization of volleyball events, sometimes in conjunction with other international governing bodies such as the IOC. This involves defining qualification procedures and competition formulae for tournaments, as well as more specific details such as player lined-up and replacement restrictions, venues and hosts. Amongst others, the FIVB organizes the following international volleyball tournaments: Olympic Games, since 1964, quadrennially; Men's World Championship, since 1949, quadrennially; Women's World Championship, since 1952, quadrennially; Men's World Cup, since 1965, quadrennially; Women's World Cup, since 1973, quadrennially; World Champions Cup, since 1993, quadrennially; World League, since 1990, annually; World Grand Prix, since 1993, annually; Club World Championship, since 1989 and 1991, annually; and the following international underage volleyball tournaments: Men's U23 World Championship, since 2013, biennially; Women's U23 World Championship, since 2013, biennially; Men's U21 World Championship, since 1977, biennially; Women's U20 World Championship, since 1977, biennially; Boys U19 World Championship, since 1989, biennially; Girls U18 World Championship, since 1989, biennially; and the following international beach volleyball tournaments: Olympic Games, since 1996, quadrennially; World Championship, since 1997, biennially; World Tour, since 1989, annually; and the following international underage beach volleyball tournaments: U23 World Championships, since 2013, annually; U21 World Championships, since 2001, annually; U19 World Championships, since 2003, annually; U17 World Championships, since 2014, annually. The FIVB also participates directly in the organization of continental volleyball events which have an attached international significance, such as Olympic and World Championship continental qualification tournaments. Another relevant area of concern is the promotion of volleyball in a worldwide scale. Part of the FIVB's activities in this area consists in attracting media partners and sponsors through negotiation of commercial rights for broadcasting and coverage of major events. The FIVB also maintains extensive special programs aimed at the advance of world volleyball. This includes the constitution of development centers in areas where the sport is still unpopular, as well as support for organizations that fail to meet the quality standards required on an international level. As reported by Olympic news outlet Around the Rings, the FIVB recently launched a new FIVB Heroes promotion in Rome. The campaign uses billboards, posters and statues of the top beach volleyball players situated around the city to enhance visibility and profiles of the athletes. The FIVB is responsible for the standardization of volleyball rules. In recent years, many changes were implemented in connection with its promotional and marketing vision, in an alleged attempt to improve public visibility and make the sport comply to the demands of sponsors and media organizations. These changes range from ingenuous, almost commonplace restrictions, such as the obligation of a fashionable uniform, meaning tight clothing, supposed to be more appealing to the audience because it makes players' bodies salient, to very drastic changes in the format of competitions. The FIVB is the ultimate international authority in volleyball, and judges issues such as doping, regulation of player transfer, nationality changes and gender determination. It also publishes the FIVB World Rankings, used as basis for seeding in international competitions. Current champions in FIVB tournaments: Volleyball Nations Clubs, Beach Volleyball Intercontinental Events, Underage Events, Other Events. The FIVB is also responsible for the volleyball games at some regional competitions as Asian Games, European Games, Pan American Games, Lusophony Games, All Africa Games. Organization: the FIVB has a very comprehensive and extensive administrative structure consisting of a board of administration, an executive committee and a number of commissions and councils dealing with specific volleyball matters such as medicine, referees, tournaments and finance. The FIVB also presides over 5 continental confederations: Asian Volleyball Confederation in Asia and Oceania, Confederación Sudamericana de Voleibol in South America, African Volleyball Confederation in Africa, European Volleyball Confederation in Europe, North, Central America and Caribbean Volleyball Confederation in North America. Each continental confederation, by its turn, presides over a number of national federations located in its domain of action. FIVB Heroes. FIVB Heroes is the official image campaign of the FIVB. The campaign aims to raise awareness of the players' athletic achievements and to increase the worldwide interest in the sport. FIVB Heroes features 33 volleyball and 29 beach volleyball players from 19 countries who were selected due to their outstanding performance. FIVB Presidents: Paul Libo, Ruben Acosta, Wei Jai Zhong, Ary Graça.